Hello, my little wolfies. Captain TigerLily here, and we are back with more of Harry Potter Week. And today, in this video, I am going to be doing some of my favorite Harry Potter things, or Harry Potter related things, because a couple of them aren't specifically Harry Potter, but, well, okay, one of them is not specifically Harry Potter. The rest is, but it's one of my favorite themed things in the entire world, so I figured we'd start with that. And in order to do that, we have to start with my wands. I have two. I will have three soon, but for now, I have one I'm not the biggest fan of, but I think the design is really cool. It's one of the Death Eater wands, and I cannot remember whose it is. I feel like it was Antonin Dolohov, but I don't know for sure. But I think it's really cool, and it's got like all these little spikies on the end of it because it's supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to look aggressive. So I like the design of it, but it's not my favorite wand. My favorite one that I've seen other than my favorite character, I'll tell you about that in a minute, is I also have Neville's wand, which is awesome. And I love the handle of it because it's like the twisted oak or something like that. I can't remember what his is made of. I can't remember if his is oak or if it's willow. I don't know. But I definitely like this one a lot. This one's really cool. So, I definitely enjoy having Neville's wand much more than having the Death Eater one. It's fine. I also wanted to show you, my dad got me this one a while back. It's my little bitty Harry buddy. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so small. He's literally like the size of one of my like headphone pieces. Like, look how small he is. He's so cute. I love him so much. He's so adorable. He's my little gaming buddy. Normally he sits up there on the shelf next to Evie, next to Ira. So right now he's down here so that he can have some fun during Harry Potter week. So, also along the vein of the wands, I forgot to show you this one. It's Snape's wand, but a pen. And so it's a lot smaller than like the normal size wand. If I could get it out the package, it gets stuck. But it is this one. It's a lot smaller, but when you take it out and you actually put the pen in, it's actually not as short as it looks. But I really like this one too. I think this is really cool. I actually got this one along with one of my shirts I'll show you later in one of the Wizarding World crates, the loot crates, because I got one of those a couple of years ago. I will actually link the video to that in here as well because I thought that was really cool. I also wanted to show you well, I have a bunch, but these are my two favorite ones of the pins that I have. I have a couple other Harry Potter ones, but these are my two favorites. I have the ring, the Horcrux ring, which this one actually has two little spots on the back for you to pin it in because it's really heavy. It's really thick metal. It's actually like it's a solid chunk of metal. Like if you actually like had a ring like this and you punch somebody with it, you'd probably knock out some teeth. I'm just saying. It's pretty heavy. And then I have, this one is actually my favorite of the two, is I have the Slytherin pen. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. It doesn't want to. Hang on. Focus, camera. It's not going to. Fine. Whatever. It's the little Slytherin pin, and it's got the snake in the middle and the little H on the bottom. And this one is my favorite one. I love that one. It's a little pennant. I also have I have another one of my little gaming buddies, and I have little Norbert. I have had Norbert since I was 9 or 10, I think. He was one of my birthday presents. I had two Harry Potter themed birthday parties when I was younger, and the first one was when I turned 11, so we had like the whole sorting ceremony, made a cauldron cake, which was a mess. It was very messy. It was a very messy endeavor, but that's when I got little Norbert, and he has a little egg shell that he sits in. It's so cute. He's adorable. I love him. He's one of my favorites. Like, of all of my stuffed animals that I have, he, Ira, and I have a polar bear around here named Winter. That she's over on my bed. Those three are probably my favorites of all my stuffed animals. Before I get into the more meaty bits, I have a few of my favorite shirts that I'm going to show you guys, that because I have so much Harry Potter stuff. It's unreal. So I'm going to start with the one that I was telling you about. This is the one that I got in the Loot Crate. It's the Counter Curse shirt, and I love this one. It's super soft, and it's like, it perfectly fits like my body type, which is great. And that's really hard for me to find in t-shirts. That's why I wear tank tops a lot, is because t-shirts, I don't like the short sleeve ones because I feel like they're constantly like pulling up, but if I have like a thicker t-shirt, I feel like it's too heavy. So having the thinner soft t-shirts is really, really nice. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites, and I love the design on it. Like, it looks like the posters from the Ministry for Magic. So I love that one. I also have one of these that's a long sleeve shirt that I just liked it because it's red. And if you guys did not know, which I don't know how you wouldn't by now, red is my favorite color, even though I'm a Slytherin. So I love the design because it's like actually printed on there, and it's not just like design, it's not just in the cloth, like it's actually printed on the front. So you have like a solid chunk of the, it feels kind of like those iron-on ones, but it's a lot more sturdy. So I really like that. I'm going to save my absolute favorite for last because it's not really a summertime one, but it's fine. I really like the Slytherin Quidditch one. I love this one. It's so comfortable. It's super thin and light, but it's got enough of a sleeve that I can wear it in the fall and in the spring, and it's not super, super cold. So I really, really like this one. This has got to be, this would be the second favorite. There are three that are tied for first. I have a tank top around here somewhere that says Hogwarts on it. It's got like a red collar, and I cannot find it. It's probably in the dirty laundry, and I just haven't washed it. It probably fell to the bottom. Whatever. So the top three would be tied between this one, because obviously I'm a Slytherin. It's going to be also this grayish black Hogwarts t-shirt. This one was actually my mom's, and it fits me perfectly too, so... And last but not least, this one is from my dad. It's very bright. It's not colors that I normally wear, but I love it because of the critter that is on it. It's a Niffler! I love the Niffler. The Niffler is my favorite of the magical creatures from Fantastic Beasts. I love it. It is the most adorable thing on the planet, and I want like 10 of them just to own. I would just let them loose somewhere, and they'd pick up like all the loose change on the ground. I'd never have to worry about money again because they just bring it to me. Be like, all right, little Nifflers, go find your goodies and bring mama back some good stuffs. That's what I would do. I know that's a very selfish thing to do, but also no one wants to worry about money, like ever. Nobody really wants to do that. So definitely, and it was from my dad, and this thing, it's super stretchy, it's super soft, and it's not super thick either. Like, it's just this material. And then, like, on the inside, it's just thin like this, and it's totally being whitewashed out because it's bright on the inside. But, yeah, this is probably one of my absolute favorites. It's actually, this would be my favorite hoodie that I have, too, and I have a bunch of those. I have 5 or 6 hoodies, I think. I don't remember. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 with this one. So, you'll probably see a bunch of those in wintertime anyway, so... But that was my shirts, and you'll probably see me wear the gray t-shirt in a bunch of the Chamber of Secrets uploads for this week as well, not just this one, because I'm trying to wear Harry Potter when I'm actually recording Harry Potter. So, I forgot 2 things. I forgot a wand that's not Harry Potter related, but I absolutely love it. I got this years ago from, I believe it was the Magic House in St. Louis. It was either the Magic House or the Science Center. I can't remember which one, but if you tap on it, the little glitter bits will sink down to the bottom, and they will go back and forth like that. My brother had one that I think was either green or purple. I couldn't remember. But one of us had another color, and we were constantly running around. I was afraid we were going to break them too, so I was always really, really careful with mine. But I was always afraid they were going to break because they're like, they feel like they're solid glass. Like, that's against my ring. And that sounds like solid, either glass or really thick, like, plastic, maybe plexiglass something? I don't know. It's pretty sturdy. Like, if you hit somebody with this, it's going to hurt. Probably going to leave a welt, so let's not do that. But this has actually been one of my favorites, and I ran around through my 11th birthday party with this wand, because I didn't have another wand, waving it around saying all the spells from the first Harry Potter movie. Because I think the first one came out when I was about that age. I think so. It was either, it came out when I was like turning 10 or turning 11. I can't remember. One of the two. But we watched one of the Harry Potter movies like at my birthday. So, this one also isn't like specifically Harry Potter themed, but I got it in England. We all got one. And they're really cool. But this is actually, it's an actual quill pen. And I'll take it out of the package so you can actually see it a little better. But I try to keep it in here to keep it nice. And there's ink now dried to the bottom of it because I can't get it off. Not for lack of trying. And so if you've got suggestions on how to get ink out of a quill, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I've got this, and it's got like the actual little like metal bit that you dip into the inkwell and can write with. And so it actually like splits in the center for you to write like a real calligraphy pen or a real quill pen. So I really like this one. And this came from my dad and I went when we were in, I can't remember what the town was. I don't know if it says on the thing. Let me look. It doesn't say, but I got this very close to the Globe Theater at the, there was a museum where that was the house where Shakespeare like grew up. So my dad and I went on like the birth of like the life of Shakespeare tour, which was really cool. They wouldn't let us take pictures inside though, which I was kind of sad about, but I mean, obviously they don't want people taking pictures and like messing everything up inside, which is understandable. I get it. It sucks for a tourist standpoint, but I get it. So the last two things I want to show you guys are two of my favorite companion books to Harry Potter. One of them is actually by J.K. Rowling, but the other one is not. I will show you the one that isn't first, just because I think it's a really fun book, and it hasn't officially been authorized, but everything that's in there, like, you can back up with everything that's in the books and the movies. So this would be The Muggle's Guide to the Wizarding World, exploring the Harry Potter universe by Fiona Boyle. And this has, like, everything. Like, there's a couple bits on the top that have, like, little post-its and stuff in there, because they're, like, my favorite spots to read. So, like, there's one in here that's tagged because it's talking about the Triwizard Tournament and stuff like that. There's bits in here that are tagged for like the dark arts, because I was reading something about that. There's one that's tagged in here, where is it at? With all the magical creatures. There's another one that I don't remember. What's that one tagged for? This one is about different magical items from the world. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. So if you want to check this out, I will see if I can find a link and put that down in the description. If not, you can probably look this up on, I get a lot of my books on Thrift Books, and you can find a lot of stuff that you can't find on a lot of websites anymore on there, because they're usually secondhand, which is, it actually can be better than buying them firsthand, because you get them for a much cheaper price and they're like the same quality. So that is this one, and I absolutely love this one. It's definitely worth looking into. Last but not least is this one was actually from my mom. She got it for me when, like, right after they first released it, and I was super excited about it, because I hadn't actually, like, there was a lot of people who went online and looked up this one, so I did not. And that would be The Tales of Beetle the Bard. I love this one. I have read it so many times because it's super short, but it's like, they're really intricate stories. And this also has little notes in here after each one from Albus Dumbledore, which I think is really cool. So, like, I even have like a bookmark in here right now of me where I was at, which was at the end of The Wizard and the Hopping Pot. So there's several in here. I think there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5. 6, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, looks like 5 or 6. I can't tell. It doesn't matter. It's worth reading regardless of whether there's 5 stories or 6, okay? So if you have not checked this one out, I would highly suggest it. this one is one of the best companions to the Harry Potter series that I've ever found. So, this one is definitely worth looking into. Now this one I cannot show you guys physically because I don't have the physical copy of it. I watched it when it was on Netflix, I believe. Okay, this one is called Magic Beyond Words. If I can find it, I'll put a picture of it up in the corner of the screen right here. But this one was actually really, really inspiring. It is a documentary about how J.K. Rowling came up with the whole Harry Potter story. Who's the main actress that plays her? Poppy Montgomery is the actress that plays J.K. Rowling in the movie. It's kind of a documentary, but it's also kind of like it's more like it's like a period piece about her life leading up to her publishing the books and stuff like that. So it's not like a documentary where there's like interviews of her and stuff. It's her telling the story of what she went through this character, which, I mean, it's her, but it's like somebody else playing her. It's hard to explain, but I've watched it about 5 or 6 times at least, and it's so good, and it does such a good job of like portraying her struggle and everything that she had to go through to get where she wanted to be. So if you're ever looking for a really inspiring story and a really good movie to kind of lift you up a little bit if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling down and you just need something to kind of give you that emotional boost, this is definitely a movie to look into. I know that I watched it on Netflix. I believe it's still on there. If not, you guys can yell at me in the comments. It's fine. That's just where I watched it. So I would definitely look into it. So those are just some of my favorite things I figured I would share with you guys. Just because I love Harry Potter so much. And if you guys are as big a Harry Potter fans as I am, then I'm sure you can understand why I absolutely adore the Harry Potter everything. So, if you guys liked this video, hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more Harry Potter goodness this week and as well as in the future, because if you guys didn't know, some of you will if you've been watching my videos, you know that I will be going through and playing all 8 Harry Potter PC games. Well, they were also released on Xbox and PlayStation, but we're not talking about that because PC Master Race. Let's be real, guys. I'm just kidding. I also play PlayStation and the Switch, so just don't do Xbox. Anyway, I will leave a link down below for all of the things that I talked about in the video that I told you I would leave a link for. So I will leave a link for the book. I will leave a link for the movie. I will leave a link for, what was the other thing I said I was going to leave a link for? I don't remember. I'll probably remember when I go back and edit this. It's fine. I will also leave up here on the screen somewhere both of the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets playlist if you guys want to go check those out as well. So, that being said, this is Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video for the rest of Harry Potter week. Bye!